Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren that's teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elect, 144,000, and shalom to the rest of the elect out there. I'm the brother Dama Gabar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right, so this is a cautionary video for brothers, man. In the immediate future, I would definitely stay away from beef, man, because these devils are importing some nasty, disgusting beef. I think it's from I don't know if it's from Argentina or Brazil, but this beef was found to have heavy discounted mystery meat with no origin stories on U.S. consumers. And a lot of this beef, I think it was turned down by China, because it came with some type of chemical in it. I'm going to show you later on in the video. But, hey, it's just more proof that, hey, man, we need to get the hell up out of here. And brothers need to be very careful on your beef consumption, as this 300 metric tons of heavily discounted mystery meat with no origin story is getting ready to be brought into the shores of America, which, Lord, which it could possibly already be here, man. So I would definitely be cautious. I would definitely, seek other alternative, because this man is doing his wicked due diligence, man. And it just further shows you that the quality of Babylon the Great America is totally going down the shitter, and we need to now more so than ever, man, have very care of our consumption of beef, man. Which it was already going down a crapper any goddamn way. But, in these last days, man, I would definitely be more careful. You see what this damn devil is doing. So, and this further shows you that Trump don't give a fuck about you people. He don't give a fuck about the American, population. These devils are just cutting all type of corners, and he's just trying to make himself look good. But at the same time, he's bringing in, mystery meat. Talking about he's doing this to help the American people. See, this is why this man is the damn devil, and this is why this man cannot be trusted. That's and this is why we just need to get the hell up out of here. So let me read some of this article. It says President Donald Trump took to Truth Social Friday to announce the government will be supplying up to 300 metric tons of imported ground beef to be sold at 25 below market price. And remember, you got this saying, you get what you pay for. All right. You always get what you pay for. If they're giving you this shit at 25 below market prices, you best believe it's not the best of quality of meat. And he's doing this ultimately to act as if he give a fuck, because beef prices are so high and the American people are not really buying beef because it's too expensive. He's acting like he's giving you a helping hand. But really this is all even let's say the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. And this is all that this is. So brothers, man, just be cautious with this ground beef, with your red meat consumption. I would definitely, seek other options, man, as far as beef is concerned. It says, however, the White House is refusing to confirm who is supplying the mystery meat. The stated goal is to lower grocery prices for American families, but the lack of specifics, namely who is supplying this meat and who made the 25 below market price promise, has triggered alarm bells across the heartland. Can we really be sure the product is 100% beef? And as of right now, the fucking beef ain't 100% beef. The fact that you got to slap 100% beef on something that should be beef shows you that it's a problem. And we know for years that as of late, these elites have been taking over the food supply. You've been hearing about all this meat glue and all this artificially processed beef. We're living in times to where, we know that everything that we're eating is pretty much synthetic. And if it's not synthetic, it's majorly questionable products that are being given to the people, man. This is why the quality of food, the quality of these restaurants, and we've been saying for years how the food just don't taste the same anymore. How much more you think this fucking mystery beef that's coming in by 300 metric ton with a unknown supplier, and he's not saying who it's coming from, but we pretty much have an idea. So I'm going to show you some info showing you that people are already coming up with their theories of where this meat is coming from. And it's very just disturbing, and it's very toxic, and it's very, low quality. It says, according to the White House, the import surge will enter the U.S. with no out of quota tariff, provided it is used for ground beef and sold at a significant discount. We have a commitment that this beef will be sold at 25% below current market prices, Trump stated, emphasizing that the deal would give space for our great American beef herd to grow again, which is a damn lie, because these devils don't want the beef herd to grow like that. They want you people to eat this this Soylent Green. They want you to eat this Bill Gates type of chicken, lab grown meat, vertical farm type of beef. Oh, and I was listening to a video earlier from Redacted, how this woman was saying that a lot of the beef and a lot of the cattle, and even a lot of the male cows are fucking lactating because of whatever they're putting, the chemicals in the feed that they're feeding these animals, that even female cows, before they become cows, while they're heifers, meaning before they get pregnant, they're already lactating milk. And even the male cows are showing signs of having udders and lactating milk. So this is some straight up bullshit, man. And this is why the people are so sick. This is why you have a lot of estrogen in the food, and why they were saying, like, this is why a lot of men are becoming more feminine and women are becoming more masculine, because of the products and the shit that they're feeding these cows and these different animals. So everything here is just completely on the downward spiral, and everything here is fucking defiled, man. It says, however, the administration has remained conspicuously silent on the origin of this product. Press inquiries regarding which countries are participating or which importers have supposedly committed to taking a loss on this meat have gone unanswered. And it only makes sense if these people are willing to take a loss and sell this meat for so cheap. It must be obviously something wrong with this shit. You see, but they're not going to tell you this. It says, a rancher rebellion. It says this move has triggered a backlash that cuts across party lines, with both industry groups and Republican senators warning that the policy could cripple domestic ranchers just as they attempt to rebuild the U.S. cattle herd, currently at its lowest level in 75 years. Republican Senator Tim Sheehy of Montana criticized the plan, arguing that it unfairly disadvantages American producers who have weathered years of drought and high feed costs. See, so this man don't give a fuck about America or you American people, or giving you good quality beef. He's bringing in this beef from outsourced places that he don't even want to tell you where it came from. But I got word that China already was going to buy this beef, but they tested it and it has some toxic chemical within it. So they said, look, we don't want this shit. Get this shit out of our face. So now Trump is getting it at a very low discounted price to try to seem as if he's trying to fix the price, give you some cheaper beef to show you how much he cares. Yeah, he show you how much he cares, all right, that this damn meat is poisoned, man, that it's defiled, that it's not even top quality, top flight beef, man. It's some dog shit. You see? What else? So it's showing you how it's destroying the American production of beef, which this has always been part of their New World Order agenda anyway. Because remember, they want to do away with commercial farming. They don't want these farmers that can that operate on their own accord to even exist anymore. Because they want to, why? Like I said, they want to feed you the Soylent Green. They want you to eat their Bill Gates lab-grown garbage, And ultimately, they want to this is part of their depop agenda, man. To give you toxic, cancered, low-quality beef filled with all type of chemicals and shit in it that's just going to further destroy the well-being of you people. Meanwhile, these elites are going to be eating top-tier, organic, grass-fed beef while you eat the toxic sludge, while you eat the dog shit. See, and it's just going to continue to put farmers out of business. But let me get to the point of what I wanted to get, though. So let me go here to the homie Kyle, because he's going to go into it. So let's check this out.
The other day comes out and says, I got a brand new beef deal. We got the most amazing beef deal you've ever seen in your life. We're going to allow beef to come into the country with no tariffs whatsoever for 90 days. We're waiving the tariffs for 90 days on beef. Now, of course, the reason he's doing this is because beef prices are fucking catastrophically high at the moment. People are furious over that. This is directly tied, by the way, to the screwworm epidemic. The reason we have that is because of Elon Musk and Doge and Trump, who decided to cut the program, which dropped flies over South America to eat the screwworm and destroy the screwworms. Now the screwworm has made it into this country. A lot of our cattle is no longer for consumption. It's been destroyed. And so the supply is limited. The demand is the same. Therefore, prices go up. It's a catastrophe, right? It's a catastrophe. So Trump comes out and announces this like mystery import beef deal where he's no more tariffs for X amount of time, 90 days, and we're going to allow this beef in. But then they go, okay, where's the beef coming from? He goes, oh, I don't want to say. I don't want to talk about that. Okay, where's the beef coming from? I mean, I'm not going to say. It's a secret. It's a secret. What? So as you can see here, this is Fox Business. They say, Trump's foreign beef push to cut grocery costs sparks GOP revolt from ranching country. GOP lawmakers from ranching states say the policy undercuts producers trying to rebuild the cattle herd. So screws over U.S. farmers, right? He screwed them over multiple ways. He screwed them over by not, destroying the screwworm before it got here. And he screwed them over by now undercutting the shit out of them. He also screwed them over before by announcing Argentine beef is going to come in here, which is going to undercut them as well. Okay? So, revolt, and then let me give you a little bit more. They say...
Let me read this precept real fast. See? So these people are just through, man. This is Isaiah 19:11. It says, surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings? Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what Yahweh of hosts have purposed upon Egypt. You see, because one thing they don't want to understand is that the Most High is totally putting a reprobate spirit and a perverse spirit upon these leaders of Babylon the Great, starting with Donald Trump. I was listening to a video earlier with Jeremy Saxon. He was going in on Trump, man, just talking about how this man's going to kill everybody. How he's a megalomaniac. He's not fit to be a president. How basically Congress and the the administration and the president and the whole system is totally completely ineffective, man. They're basically allowing this madman to just go completely, absolutely unhinged and unchecked, man. And he was just going in on Trump and his administration, you see, because the princes of Zoan was the ancient wise men of ancient Egypt, which we know America is a spiritual Egypt. So this applies to America, which is spiritual Egypt as well. They're all a bunch of goddamn fools, This administration is totally, the Lord is causing them to err and everything. The military is through. The economic system of America is through. It's all being ran by dumbass people, by fools, which we know ultimately these elites are playing a hand. They're trying to totally purposely destabilize it. But at the same time, everything that they're doing is so fucking foolish, but it's beautiful at the same time because we know it's the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He's causing these moves to be made, and he's working on the minds of these kings and these princes and these mayors and these governors to totally screw everything up, man. This is verse 13. The princes of Zoan are become fools. The princes of Naph are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the stay of the tribes thereof. It says, the Lord Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. You see? So this, America, that's why we keep telling you that Babylon the Great is through. Stick a fork in this place. All right? Hey, it's never going to bounce back. It's never going to reach its glory days. It's not going to be healed, man. This place is going to continue to spiral more and more out of control. This man is finding himself being isolated on the global stage. Now he's putting these sanctions on Canada, and Canada was coming out talking big shit, talking about, look, we don't even want to negotiate with Trump in America anymore. They're talking about putting more tariffs on America. They're talking about cutting off particular energy that they provide to America. They're trying to do this economic D-Day sanctions on Iran, which China just said, look, we ain't for it. And if you fuck around, we're going to retaliate on you majorly. So they're just doing a bang up job of totally leaving America completely isolated, which is beautiful because it's all leading to biblical prophecy, man. And this is more reason for you Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans and you tribes. Hey, you better get yourself right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because the Lord is about to shake his hand upon this place. And this place is going to continue to spiral out of control. This place is going to continue to lose. Prices, inflation is going to continue to happen. This dollar is going to eventually collapse. And everything that the prophets, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, have been prophesying is going to come to pass. Check this out.
As well. Okay. So revolt And then let me give you a little bit more. They say President Donald Trump's effort to bring down grocery prices by increasing foreign beef imports is sparking resistance from Republicans in ranching states who warn American producers could pay the price. Trump announced Friday on Truth Social that the U.S. will allow up to 300,000 metric tons of ground beef to enter tariff-free over the next 90 days. A move, he said, would lower consumer prices while giving American ranchers time to rebuild the national herd. The move comes as affordability and high grocery prices are top of mind for voters just months away from the midterm general election, when Trump and the GOP will seek to hold their congressional majority. Since the pandemic, the beef prices have steadily increased, with the average per pound price of beef last month at $6.89, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Republican lawmakers are arguing that Trump's plan to allow the import of foreign beef tariff-free only acts as a quick fix for consumer prices and will undermine ranchers' effort to rebuild the herd. Okay, so a lot of people are upset about this, understandably so, but the plot thickens and it actually gets worse. Ready for this? So here's Trump asked directly about this mystery import beef deal, and here's what he says.
Mr. President, on the beef deal, which countries did you make that deal with? What are the sources of the beef deal?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries, but they're going to be sending in the highest quality beef, and it's something that we need.
You should immediately see red flags when he says it's going to be the highest quality, because that almost inevitably means it's going to be the worst possible quality. So Matt Gonter says the following. In the early 1980s, my dad was part of an investigative team at the USDA, which uncovered Australian meatpacking plants that shipped meat substitutes, horse, kangaroo, and donkey.
There you go. Horse, kangaroo, and donkey. So these motherfuckers are going to start selling you kangaroo, donkey, and horse meat, but they're going to package it and make it look like it's beef. See, this is why this man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. You see? And he's acting like he's doing something good for you people. No, he's getting ready to feed you kangaroo, horse, and donkey meat and tell you that it's 100% beef, man. And this shit could already be floating around out here somewhere, inside these grocery stores, man. So this man is absolutely, completely the damn devil. You see why we need salvation? You see why we need to get the hell up out of here, man? So again, brothers, man, hey, I would cut back on the red beef as of late, man. Because these niggas is definitely, man, doing it dirty.
To the U.S. labeled as 100% beef. Now that the USDA has been defanged, we're fucked. More. Really wish these two stories hadn't come out on the same day. It's illegal to slaughter wild horses in the U.S., but a legal loophole lets the government sell animals that are then exported and processed into meat. Under Trump, protected wild horses are going to slaughter. So they're rounding up these gorgeous creatures, these wild horses. They're rounding them up now all across this country. And people are going, what exactly are you doing with these horses? What are you doing? Are you making meat? Are you making horse meat out of the horses? Where exactly is that horse meat going, bro? Very disturbing. This story came out, and then this came out. President Trump has announced that his administration has reached a deal to allow import of up to 300,000 metric tons of ground beef for the next 90 days, easing tariffs and claiming that it's part of an effort to lower the price of ground beef. Is Donald J. Trump capturing wild horses, killing them, and then selling the horse meat as if it's beef? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not kidding when I say, and Crystal will back me up on this as well. We had some beef the other day that we got at one of the nicer stores. I don't know if it was Costco or Wegmans. It was one of the two. And normally it's very high quality beef you get from there. And we had it, and it was like, holy shit, this doesn't taste right. It was like very grizzly, right? Like it did not taste anywhere near the quality that they normally had. And it was like uniquely bad. And then, right after that, all this stuff hit. And we're going,
Mom, how come Dad...
Hey, there you go. I ain't got to say no more. Hey, man, so this man is completely the damn devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And this is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. It says, and Yahweh, it says, and the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. You see? And, we know that this has always been a thing, but now it's even more of a thing, man, as these devils are literally importing meat for they don't want to tell you where it comes from. And it's possibly could be donkey meat, man, donkey and horse meat being
how come
presented
Dad's been looking
as,
different lately?
It's those lymphatic drops he's been taking. They drain the pounds right.
God damn it.
and we're going, like, what fucking meat was I eating? Was I eating fucking donkey meat in this bitch? Was I eating kangaroo? Was I eating fucking secretariat in this bitch? Yo, what? What? And now we got to ask these questions, right? Now we got to ask these questions. Headquarters says 30,000 pounds of imported raw beef from Argentina has been recalled after failure to re-inspect following its arrival in the United States. This comes after the USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service lost 9% of its staff last year during the Trump administration's DOGE cuts. Okay, this was 10 days ago. It was only 5 months ago that China averted disaster by rejecting contaminated beef from Argentina. On March 19th, 2026, Chinese authorities turned away a 22-ton shipment after detecting chloramphenicol, which is a chemical that they use, with serial lying psychopath Trump as president. God help us. So now we have to wonder, okay, is this beef I'm eating, is this wild horse? Or is it donkey? Is it kangaroo? Or is it beef imported from Argentina, which has a fucking toxic chemical that's pumped into it, which is a chemical banned in the US and banned in Europe? Okay, Argentina is selling beef that was just rejected by China because it contains chloramphenicol, an antibiotic banned in the US, EU, Russia, and China. It can cause idiosyncratic aplastic anemia, which is not dose dependent and can be fatal from even trace exposure in genetically susceptible individuals. Makes one wonder why Trump got a 25% discount. This man is systematically destroying literally everything good about this country.
Hey, see, and that's why I read the Isaiah 19, you know? The princes of Zoar are full. Scripture said the Lord, he put us in the hand of a cruel Lord, man. And this is this nigga, Donald J. Trump, man. So again, hey, brothers, man, just be circumspect, man. You know, if as much as possible, I'll try to cut back on red meat for a while, man, because you see what you see what the Don is cooking. This goddamn donkey, it could be donkey, it could be kangaroo, it could be wild horse meat packaged as ground beef, man. So, hey, man, that's why we got to continue to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Pray over everything, man. Put those prayers up over your food, over whatever you eat, that, oh, man, can be delivered out of this bitch, man. So, hey, with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this video was edifying. Until the next one, shalom.